Yeah, I mean, branded belt. Yeah, it's this
I
season
mean,
is supposed to be a wash.
that's the thing. Is also the only reason why I really like watching them is because they make me believe that I could do what they're doing. They're all guys.
Yeah.
I could do that too.
Well, the thing is, it's such a short season. You're really not going to see the attrition.
No,
People are. It's not going to be the same. All right. Well, I think you should move a little closer to me so you can
I'm gonna try and stand.
think. Well, I don't need the mats for now during warm up. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tough Cookie Training Live. I'm Anton. This is Rachel. So we have for Monday our usual AMRAP. This one's going to be. There you go. See a little bit of the camera.
Oh,
We're using. That's fine.
is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay. As you can see, we have about three different cameras set up right now. So it's Monday, so that means we have AMRAPs, but we're going to start to transition us to the heavier workout loads. So lower in reps, okay? Not like last week we got so crazy with the insanity and ATC class, high rep, high intensity stuff. We're going to slowly transition back to the heavier movements, which will conclude with the bench presses later on this week. Okay, let's start with our easy warm up. 30 seconds of squats, lunges, and RDLs. 3, 2, and 1. Push your butt back. Inhale and exhale. Good. So this week is still gonna be. You're still gonna see imams. You're still gonna see AMRAPs. You're still gonna see the words hit on it, but um, a lot less intense and a lot more of the heavy style of movement like squats and bench presses and deadlifts. And in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Also more unilateral stuff. Unilateral means one side, like lunges. Yeah, there you go. I was about to say it. Like lunges. You probably have a better view of that. Lunge. Right?
I mean,
Yeah.
does it matter?
It doesn't matter really. Like lunges, lawnmower rows, which is a single arm row, single leg deadlift, a lot of unilateral stuff, even side bends. We got another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet together, just slide your hands down your legs. Bend your knees slightly as you try to reach for the floor or the top of your feet. Inhale down, exhale up. So we are going to include some pattern lifts today. It's called a 7+1 flip. It's 7 sets of 8 reps each combined. 2 exercises, mostly difficult exercises in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to squat position. This time we're going to add a reach. Reach simply means you're going to reach your right hand or your left hand across to the opposite foot. Keep your core engaged as you reach across. Exhale as you release that squat. Inhale and exhale. Good. That's 10 seconds down. We're about halfway through this warm up. We're going to do one more round. 10 seconds left. And we're going to apply the reach to the lunges in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand with the feet together. Take a step forward, lunge, reach across, touch your front foot. Rachel's doing the toy soldiers. Yeah, that's fine. Toy soldiers is a great substitute for any exercises that puts too much pressure on either your shoulders, on your hips, or on your knees. I use toy soldiers as a substitute or modification for mountain climbers, for instance. It hits the same muscles. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. We got touchdowns. Stand with the feet together. Again, touch one foot with the opposite hand. It's like the reach version of the RDLs. Good. 10 seconds down. I like to look towards the ceiling when I do this at the bottom of the movement. 10 seconds left. That guarantees that I'm fully rotating my shoulders, my spine. All right, we got one more set coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand with your feet together. Squat down, place one hand on the floor. Reach the other towards the ceiling. Good. If you can, I want you to put your palm on the floor and not just touch the floor. If it is at all possible. If not, yeah, just default to the previous movement, which is a squat to reach. Let's do this for 10 more seconds. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Same thing for the lunges. You can repeat the toy soldiers if you want to. Remember, we're just warming up. Warm up's supposed to help not hurt. If you're hurting yourself, you're going too hard, or you're too hard on yourself. Yeah. So let's do this for 10 more seconds. And I'm going to end this with some um, inchworms in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So the inchworm would start with the feet together, slide your hands down your legs. Try to keep your legs as straight as you can. As you drop your chest to the floor, you don't need to add that push-up. We're trying to do about 4 inchworms. Normally I can do about 3 inchworms in 30 seconds. This is the tail end of our warm-up, so might as well add that extra 10 seconds. So that's 2. We'll do a couple more. Another way you can do inchworms is to walk your feet back up to your hands, rather than walking your hands back up to your feet. Let's do one more for your measure. Try to keep watch rate how Rachel does hers. Try to keep your legs as straight as possible on the way down as well as on the way up. Right on. Good, good. So that's a great warm-up. Not too intense, not too heavy. What we're going to do now is a 15-minute AMRAP. We have 5 exercises of 20, 15, or 20. 10, 15, or 20 reps each. The 10-rep exercises tend to be harder. The 20-rep exercises tend to be easier or faster. So we have 10 swimmer's press, which is a bicep curl to shoulder press. 15 kettlebell swings. If you don't have a kettlebell, you can simply do drop squats or just do what Rachel's doing. 20 air squats. 15 TRX pull-ups. If you don't have a TRX, you can do flies with light bear dumbbells. And then either 10 renegade rows or 10 shoulder tap push-ups, okay? So you go 10 swimmer's press, 15 kettlebell swings, 20 air squats, 15 TRX pull-ups or flies, then followed by 10 renegade rows and shoulder tap push-ups, okay? You can do all legs. You can just keep doing a lot of lower body exercises that you feel that you can do. Or you can do all upper body exercises in place of, say, the kettlebell swings or the air squats, okay? So, shall we?
Do you want seconds or do you want to count down?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna turn. Yeah, I'll turn this around. We got enough illumination. There you go. Let's still see some of it.
Oh yeah.
All right. So let's start our 15-minute AMRAP in for 3, 2, and 1. All right. So bicep curl to shoulder press, also known as a swimmer's press. The important part here is keeping your elbows close to your torso and your biceps close to your head. So think of it as a swimmer diving into the water. That's why it's called a swimmer's press, because it's streamlined. You can also do it one at a time, where you're dropping one arm and the opposite, and then pressing the opposite arm. So that's also another way you can do a swimmer's press. I think this is 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Followed by 15 kettlebell swings. Now, what if you don't have a kettlebell? You can use your dumbbell in place of a kettlebell. You can either hold the dumbbell in one end and do 15 kettlebell swings, or you can hold it in both ends and then drop down to drop squats. Okay? I'm going to do kettlebell swings for 15 because it's much faster. 3, 2, 1. We're about a minute in. 15 kettlebell swings takes a little over 20 seconds. 9, 10, 5 more. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Followed by 20 air squats. So again, the way we designed or wrote this format is that each exercise takes about the same amount of time to finish. So 10 swimmer's presses took about the same amount of time as the 15 kettlebell swings. The 20 air squats will probably take the same amount of time as the 15 kettlebell swings, maybe slightly longer. Then we got the 10 TRX pull-ups. So we want consistency, and that's why we handicap. Not all the rep counts are the same. I think this is 19, and 20. So TRX pull-ups for Rachel. For those of you without TRX, we're gonna do flies instead. So it hits about the same muscles. If your dumbbells are too heavy, don't force it. Instead of doing a fly, you can do a row instead. Okay? 3, 2, and 1. 5, 10 out of 15. 3, 4, and 15. Good. Okay, then finally we got renegade rows. Renegade rows, push-up is not required, but if you're more used to adding that push-up, the reason why I add a push-up to my renegade row, push-up becomes a rest interval. So instead of pulling those dumbbells 20 straight times, I'll add a push-up in between, and that's what makes it a lot easier for me. That's only because push-ups are relatively easier to me than the rows. And this is 4, 5. This will take a lot longer though than 10 swimmer's presses or anything else. 8. And for obvious reasons, 9. And this is 10. All right, so that was round 1. It's 3.5 minutes in, so back to swimmer's press. I'm gonna do the other way, which is dropping 1 and pressing 1. 2, 3, 4. What's the difference? Because of the offset nature, it becomes more of a core exercise. 5, 6. Again, do whatever you're more comfortable with or challenge yourself. 8, 9. It's just like alternating bicep curls. For some people, it's a lot easier than double arm bicep curls. Okay, kettlebell swings.
I'm gonna do this whole round of dumbbells.
Which dumbbells? Nice. All right, again, refer to Rachel if you only have dumbbells and no kettlebells at home. And I'm hoping by now, it's a lot easier to find these equipment, dumbbells, kettlebells, medicine balls, which you're going to be using later on, or even just a plate. There's so many things you could do with a 25-pound or even a 45-pound plate. The ones, especially the ones with the handles. Especially the ones with the handles. If you get a chance to buy these bumper plates, try to get your hands on them. This is 20 air squats now. 9. If you're ahead of us, you got 15 TRX pull-ups. 11. We're 6.5 minutes in, guys. Less than 10 minutes ago. 18, 19, and 20. Good. Okay, 15 TRX pull-ups. You're gonna do your rows. So this entire round for Rachel is dumbbells. Now the TRX. It's very hard to install the TRX. A lot of you have already tried purchasing these, but couldn't find a way to secure it. You can go to a park, secure it against a fence.
You can also get, I forgot what it's called, so obviously it's helpful. There's a strap you can get where you wear it like a belt, so you can run to the park, unstrap it, put it up on the tree, and then do whatever you need to. Like, oh yeah, I forgot what it's called, but it's very inexpensive. One of my old clients had one.
Okay. I'm doing shoulder tap push-ups in place of the renegade rows. Again, a lot of people are not comfortable placing their hands on top of the dumbbell. So thanks for that, Rich.
I know I have to find it.
No excuses. Yeah.
I can do this workout.
9 and 10. I've been seeing a lot of people working on the parking lots as well on their own. We are at 7 minutes. I'm gonna do my double arm swimmer's press again. For those of you who want to work more on all your legs. You can also do thrusters instead of the swimmer's press. It probably takes about the same amount of time. So swimmer's press again is bicep curl to shoulder press, whether you do it alternately or both at the same time. Well, we've been blessed with ideal weather. It's not too hot. And even if it is, all you have to do is stand beneath the tree and it's fine. Was it this weekend? It's supposed to be 6, 7, 8. Well, was it supposed to be easy, right? 9 and 10. And here we are in Parks and Noni air conditioned room. 15 kettlebell swings. So you can also notice that, and if you read the notes before the workout, we do like to follow patterns. We don't do random patterns here. So you can see it's like a pyramid format. 10, 15, 20, 15, 10. In order of hardest to easiest, back down to hardest. Lost count, but I'll do 2 more. And I think that's 15. Doesn't feel like 15 though, I'll do 2 more. So sometimes the way I count reps, you feel it. It's like, if you're doing 15 kettlebell swings and it doesn't feel like you did 15, when in doubt, just add 2 more. Okay, 20 air squats. Drop down. Just past the halfway point, guys. We're at 8:45. When we're doing this type of exercise, hits, AMRAPs, high intensity intervals, the rep count being precise is not really as important as it is when we do heavier workouts. When we say 10 reps of, say, bench press, we want you to do 10 reps. Why? Because usually reps number 8, 9, and 10 are the hardest. So you really have to do your best to keep your form, to maintain the quality of each rep. For here, we're probably just flailing, tossing the weights around. It's more about the movement. Of course, perfect form to ensure safety. But as far as the form goes, it's going to break down when you get tired. Sometimes I just tell people grab something lighter. But when you're working on max weights, form is no compromise, and rep count should be precise. If we say 10, you can't do 12, just do 10. Okay, I'm back to my renegade rows. This finishes round number 3, hopefully a 4. Back to snatch press. 8, 9.
I'm gonna try and do one full set with just a kettlebell.
Okay.
So I'm guessing.
You can just curl the kettlebell to your chest and press overhead.
That's true.
So that's the beauty of the kettlebell. That's the beauty of the kettlebell.
I was trying to get out of it.
Oh, you want to do a lawnmower?
Yeah.
I've seen people do bench presses with a kettlebell. It's kind of silly. But whatever works. There was a time back in like the mid 2000s, like 2010, kettlebells were a big thing. It's like all the advanced trainers were teaching kettlebells. Kettlebell swings. It took me a while to actually embrace kettlebells. I had to buy my own, research moves, practice them. It's 11:40 on the clock. We'll probably be able to finish this set and maybe a couple of lines of the next round. 13, 14, and 15. Okay, 20 air squats. 12-minute mark, 3 to go. We have been averaging about Nearly 4 minutes, just about 4 minutes per round. So it looks like we're going to be able to finish this with then some. 8, 11, 15, 19, and 20. Good. Back to TRX for me. Alright, so Rachel's doing the lawnmower with a 35-pound kettlebell. You can also do that, but I usually just do 10 reps per side of the lawnmower.
Yeah. So please, when you're in your lawnmower position, don't be on your knee. This is this big muscle here. It's gonna help stabilize you a lot better. Keeping the knee over the ankle.
Yep.
Back heel up. Nice neutral spine.
13 and a half. I'm going to do shoulder tap push-ups again, which is a lot faster than my renegade rows. And 10. Good. Okay. Followed by the swimmer's press one last time. So we got about 1 minute and 8 seconds left. Let's see how far we can go with this. For sure, we'll be able to finish the swimmer's press, Rachel and I. I'm not sure about the kettlebell swings. One important thing about the swimmer's press, just like any kind of bicep curl, try not to swing it on the way back. And if you do, stop. Okay, 8. Hit the brakes. 9. It's very easy. All I have to do is just release. And this is 10. Okay, 15 kettlebell swings. I got 25 seconds to finish that. Sorry, 35 seconds. Want to make it interesting, do a high pull. Ten seconds left. And that was 15, which you guys got at 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That was a wrap. Alright, so that's our AMRAP. As you can see, we weren't able to do anywhere near what Rachel and Susan did, or Susan on her own time did last week, when they both did 7 sets, 7 rounds of, or so she said, 7 rounds of the challenge AMRAP, which is very intense. It's pretty much the same rep count. We use the same rep count. We use about half of the same exercises, but this time we added the swimmer's press instead of the thruster, which takes a little longer, and the renegade row instead of the sit-up, which again takes a little longer, and it's quite frankly a bit more tiring than either of those exercises. So we're easing into the low and slow, back to the low and slow. All right, so now we got 7 plus 1 flips. We'll try to do at least 2 rounds. So what's a 7 plus 1 flip, Rachel?
It's math. So you're gonna take 2 exercises, do 7 reps of one, and 1 rep of another. So that equals 8 total. Now, if you need a pen and a piece of paper, I highly recommend it because I always screw this up. I think this is the first thing I ever taught. What do you want to do? Push-ups, sit-ups?
Yeah, let's do the push-ups.
Okay. So,
Body.
It should be a body weight first off for your first round. Second off, this should be complementary exercises, meaning that they're easy to transition. As for like, you wouldn't be doing a bench press and then I don't know what, the jumping jack
Or squat.
or squat. You want to make sure that they're easily interchangeable. So 7
Push-ups. What's the second exercise?
second exercise. I'm sorry, push-ups number 1. Second exercise is burpee.
So 7 push-ups and 1 burpee. Then the next round, we take 1 push-up and then put it on the burpee, right?
So
7 plus
round
1,
2
6 plus 2.
would be 6 push-ups. See, are you 6 push-ups and 2 burpees. So it's just addition and subtraction.
Okay, take 1, add 1. Take 1, add 1. All right.
Gonna find a way
Do
to
it.
mess this up.
All right. 7 plus 1. Got 7 push-ups and 1 burpee. My burpee will not include a push-up.
No,
Okay.
that's fine.
So 7 push-ups, 1 burpee. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. 2. Now you can get up from your burpee, one leg at a time, from your push-up, one leg at a time, and then perform 1 burpee. Okay. Then set back up, back down for your 6 push-ups. Okay. Stand up, one leg at a time. 2 burpees.
Option. Round 3. 5 curls.
Okay.
And 3 air squats. Because that equals 8, right?
Yep.
Okay.
5 and 3. So this is 5 and 3 now. You're gonna notice the second exercise always starts out easy, and it's gonna become hard. Okay, this is 5 and 8. 5. Okay, 1 foot at a time. And 3. Alright, so this is the middle count, 4 and 4, split. I call it the split, 4 and 4. 4 push-ups. That's part of it. And then 4 burpees. Now, the less push-ups I do, I might just add that to the burpees, right? Because next one, I'm only going to do 3 push-ups. And 4. I'm only going to do 3 push-ups. What's that going to do? Not much. So I'm going to add a push-up to my burpees to make it 8 total push-ups. Okay. 3. And then my 5 burpees will have 8 push-ups. Doesn't have to apply to you. And as always, you can perform your burpees off a step. 5. 2 and 6. Again, 2 push-ups will hardly feel it. So I'm going to add the other push-ups to my burpees. 1, 2, standing up. First you get a little bit of rest. 1 out of 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. And then finally, back to where we started. 1 plus 7, 7 plus 1. 1 push-up and 7 burpees. Right? Let's see. 1 push-up. 7 burpees. I don't know if I could add no push-ups on this, but we'll try. 1, 2, 5, 6,
Oh, see?
and 7.
I messed it up every time.
Good. All right, so we got time for one more. We have 2 exercises. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna split it. There's 2 of us, so
Why not?
which one would you rather do? It?
It doesn't matter to me.
Would you like to do the sit-up and slams? And I'll do the high pull, handle, goblet spot.
Sure. I'm not able to do the front.
Oh, you know what? Then I'll do the sit-up slams.
Okay.
So
I mean, not gracefully.
I'll do the sit-up slams. 7 sit-ups plus 1 ball slam. 6 sit-ups plus 2 ball slams until I end up with 1 sit-up and 7 slams. Rachel's gonna do a high pull halo, which means she's gonna pull the kettlebell to her head, to her chest, then make a big circle. She's gonna do that 7 times. Then on the 8th, she's just gonna hold the kettlebell at her chest, drop down to 1 goblet spot. Okay, so same format. Don't hit yourself in the chin. Don't knock a tooth out. All right, so I'm gonna do my 7 sit-ups without a ball. And then after 4 sit-ups, I might actually grab that ball. 5, 6, and 7.
What?
A lot of you are probably thinking, what's 1 slam? What difference does that make? That's fine for now. Whoa! And remember, we're building up to 7 slams. So this is 6 and 2 now. Just like the goblet squat. What's that going to do? Oh, you're using 35?
Yeah.
3.
No, it was a bad choice.
All right. 5, 6, plus 2 slams. So as Rachel mentioned earlier, the sit-ups and slams complement each other in the sense that they're the same movement. So a slam is an extension, right? And a contraction. Sit up the same way. It's a contraction. This is a 5-3 now. To an extension. Sometimes I call it ball slams, standing sit-ups. 4, 5, 3 ball slams. 3. Okay, now I'm gonna keep the ball with me. So I'm only doing 4 sit-ups. So I want that little deficit. Plus it helps me get up to my feet. 1, I'll show you how. 3 and 4. Now we do realize, I just realized that now, not everyone's got a medicine ball, not everyone's got kettlebell. So for those of you who still wanted to do the similar movement, instead of doing a ball slam, you could have done a jump squat. As for the burpees, or as for the kettlebells, you're gonna use your dumbbells. You can do goblet squats and or chops, like a ball slam chop, something like that.
We'll do that.
All right, this is 3. This is gonna be 3. Yeah, exactly, that kind of chop. This is 3 and 5. 3 and 5 slams. 2 and 6. Last 2 sets. Last 16 reps. Actually, 3. Still do 6. And then finally, 1 sit-up. And 7 slams. Whew. And that's our pattern list. You guys had fun with that. So you can create your own pattern list. As always, the consideration in your program selection is transition between exercises. You know that we don't just do 1 exercise, we do at least 2 back to back. So find exercises that complement each other. Very easy to transition. Don't do sit-ups and lunges. Okay, this is, if you're gonna do standing exercises, do them while standing up. If you're gonna do prone exercises, do them all prone with a smooth transition to your feet. Okay, Rachel, thank you again so much. The final words.
Go Giants.
Go Giants. Oh, for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to our for YouTube channel. Tough Cookie Training is our YouTube channel, and it's just as wacky and as silly as what you see right now on Facebook and on Instagram. But the more followers, the more subscribers we get, the more high tech and more passion we're going to be putting onto that.
And also, there's a way that I can explain things while you're not here. I really enjoy making those videos about our monthly AMRAP challenge, explaining those, so it's a way to keep in contact and coach you even when you're not in the studio. So please, if you want any clarifications on anything we do today, just leave anything anywhere.
Leave a comment.
Yeah.
Thank you again so much, guys. Have a safe and fantastic week. Last week of July. We'll see you again on Wednesday. God bless all. Take care.
I'm going to better position that next time. That way it's not in there. That's going to bug me.
Let me out of here.